Welcome back to Pro Tabletop. Brad here. I'm going to be doing some Eldar shenanigans once again for you. If you have watched any previous battle reports with Eldar so far, 9th, you're probably going to be very familiar with this list. If not, we'll go over it real quick. Starting off with the Craftworld. I've got 2 squads of Warp Spiders. Their Exarch powers are that they can deep strike once per game. I've got a squad of 6 Spears with the 3-up Invone. Exarch, squad of 6 Spears, 3 Spears, and 3 Spears. The Exarch power is the same on all of them. I've got a Farseer with Doom, Executioner, and Smite. A Warlock with Quicken and Restrain. And Focus Will, in case he needs it, because smiting with him doesn't do anything. And then I've got 3 Clown Transports. I've got Solitar, Shadowseer, Death Jester, and Troupe Master. The Troupe Master is the Warlord. He's able to get out of a vehicle after it moves. And he's also got the Fang Relic. The Solitar has got the Rose Relic. And then he's got the additional 6 inches to his movement. And then 3 inches to consolidate, pile in, and things like that. I'm not taking him with Blitz. I wanted to get an extra CP and take that extra roll off him and see if I really need it. And then the Death Jester, obviously you can't shoot out. He has the thing where if he does a hit, you can't do Overwatch and minus 2 inches to movement. The Shadowseer's got the minus 6 inch range if you're shooting at anything within 6 inches of him. And then he's got the minus 1 to wound bubble for Troupes, which I could put onto other things with the stratagem. 3 squads of just Troupes, all with embraces. That's mainly because of point reasons. And then you've got 6 Harlequin bikes fully decked out with Haywire and their Zypher blades. So that does it for the Eldar, and we're going to go over to Salamanders, the opponent for today.
Running a single battalion, I've got a Cataphractii Terminator with a Thunderhammer and a Combi Melta, Primaris Lieutenant with a Master Stalker, Terminator Librarian with Fire Shield and Drake Skin, a Thunderfire, a Invictor with the Flamer, 3 Bolter Aggressors, 2 units of Infiltrators, a Vindicare, 10 Intercessors with a Thunderhammer, 5 Storm Shield Thunderhammer Terminators, a Repullsor Executioner with all the options that the dealer installed, and 3 Eradicators.
All right. We will get
and
this
running
started.
Them as straight Salamanders, no successor chapter.
Cool. Straight Salamanders. All right. On to turn 1.
All right, we're back. We've got the first turn. This is the mission. Brad's going over the board. We are playing Mission Overrun out of the GT Tournament Pack. We're playing very, very cagey setups and deployments, but we did have a couple units pushed forward from Max to the Salamander side, really forcing Brad to kind of be mindful that these guys can come in if he gets the first turn roll. Going over all the stratagems that the Salamanders have, it's quite a lot. It's pretty interesting. So rolling this you with first. Salamanders are going first. Matt got the roll, and he elected to go first. So starting off the game, he's going to have 11 CP. Brad's going to have 7 CP. Looking at the secondaries that they've chosen, Mac has chosen the Overrun, which is the mission-specific progressive objective. So he scores more points if he gets objectives in Brad's deployment zone. So really,
well, not deployment zone.
Deployment side, right?
Yeah. Territory.
Territory.
It's called the territory. So
That's
for anybody that's confused, this one, and this one are all in my territory, right? So,
Yeah, so
you can get any of those.
Really kind of Eldar like to move around and not be forced to stay in one area. So if by picking that, he kind of forces him to defend his kind of territory, and that makes it a little bit more tricky. So he gets more points there. He'll get engage on front, so he wants to get table quarters, and he wants to assassinate, kill Brad's characters. On Brad's side, he's got deploy scramblers, so that's perform actions in each of the 3 sections: his deployment zone, his opponent's deployment zone, and then kind of no man's land. The max is only 10 points, though. He wants to engage all front, so he wants to get table quarters, which makes sense with his very mobile army. And then he's got mental interrogation, so psychic action on characters within 18, so 3 points every time he does that. So those are the secondaries. Brad's going to go first. So
I'm going second.
Brad's going to go second. He wants to go first. Mac's going to go first, and so we'll be back after his first turn movement. All right, we're here at the top of turn 1. Mac playing the Salamanders has finished his movement and psychic phase, so he's kind of got those infiltrators ready to come up. He's moved up his intercessors with his characters on that objective next to his tank. Repulsor's moved up. He doesn't have a lot of line of sight options, so he's going to really just kind of plink away at a few weapons here. He's moved up some infiltrators there. A lot of units have popped smoke, and he's got his Thunderfire Cannon shoot. So, Mac, why don't you go over what you got off in the psychic phase and what you're kind of thinking here is on the movement. Turn 1.
Both Drakeskin and Fire Shield went off on the intercessors to help try to protect this blob of intercessors. He popped smoke. Infiltrators over there pop smoke. My thinking is to get on 2 objectives in his zone so I can get some points for that. It also forces him to deal with both of those units, and hopefully that can buy me a turn to give me time to develop my fire base in the middle of the table, which is kind of where Salamanders want to live in that short-range firefight scenario. The Invictor gives him kind of a bigger target for the bikes to have to deal with.
Yeah.
Also, with the Born Protectors stratagem, that can kind of, it forces him to have to think about charging, which is the only saving grace right now for the infiltrators, because they'll just get picked up quick. And I'm hoping that the pop smoke -1 to hit can maybe save them. But if he comes out on them, he's exposed. I can do a pretty good reprisal on him. Over here, he wants to get on my objectives and in my deployment zone because he took deploy teleport homers or repair teleport homers. So I'm kind of in a position, if anywhere in my deployment zone...
It's just deploy scramblers. So I have to, yeah, so I just have to have one thing in there.
But a unit that comes over here can be seen because this is not obscuring terrain.
Right.
Correct.
So anything that shows up can get shot because it's Eldar and it's tough 3. That's kind of my thinking.
Yeah.
My Thunderfire Cannon is next to useless against him, but it'll do some damage. So that's about all I got.
Cool. All right. Well, let's go ahead and jump into the shooting phase. Who do you want to shoot with first?
Let's start with the infiltrators against his warp spiders.
Make you -1 to hit. -1 to hit.
So hitting on 4s. And re-rolling 1 of them because I'm a salamander and I'm cool. And you are tough 3, so wounding on 3s. And re-rolling 1 of those because I'm still cool. So that's 4 saves. No AP.
No AP. You're within 12 though.
So 3 ups.
3 ups. Kills a dude. I don't think I want to take that on my Exarch. There's no reason to right now because then if he Thunderfires me and he might die, that would be bad.
It would be real bad.
Yep.
So let's actually do that.
Okay.
Let's Thunderfire him.
He's going to Thunderfire him.
And it is 4d3.
You shooting it twice? Do you have to determine that before you do it, or can you do that whenever?
You gotta do it when you nominate that target to shoot. So when you pick the Thunderfire Cannon, if you want to shoot twice, you spend it out.
And that is 2 CP?
2 CP.
2 CP.
You don't have to shoot both at him. You just have to. You get to do it now before you shoot.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and burn 2. So I'll go down to 9.
Okay.
CP.
So it's going to shoot the Thunderfire twice. First one's going into the warp
give
spiders.
It +1 to wound.
Okay.
With Anvil of Battle, so it'll wound on 2s. Everything it shoots.
Makes sense.
So 8. I'm down to 8 CP. So 43 shots against the warp spiders. So that is 4 and 3 7 shots.
So -1 to hit, hitting on 3s.
Rerolling 1 of them.
And then wounded on 2s because of +1.
He has 1 reroll as well.
So 4 saves at -2.
-2, so go to 4 ups. 2 ups.
I believe they're -2.
It's -1 base, but with the Devastator. He's got cover for being over 12 inches away with his
but it's not enough. It's not enough.
So he loses 3 wounds.
So I have to kill the 3 guys.
Just the Exarch left.
Okay.
So their leadership is a
8.
So you've lost 4.
I've lost 4, yep.
So you got a 50-50.
Do you try to nuke it? Or do you leave 1 warp spider to potentially be the most annoying guy in the entire game?
I won't comment.
Yeah, let's get rid of the unit. Or let's shoot into the other unit.
The other warp spiders? Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you want to be
I mean, yeah, and I think he's going over terrain already, so I don't even know if I have to. But yeah, it's fine. He's -1.
Okay. So that many shots?
Yep, it's a lot.
10.
Might kill this unit of warp spiders. This could be bad.
Hitting on 3s with the minus, rerolling 1.
So that many hits?
And then looking for 2s with 1 reroll. Ooh, that's a long way.
That is a lot of ones.
4 again.
5.
5 minus 2s, you got cover, so 4 ups. I'm not going to die from this.
You say that.
He's got 6 wounds.
Yeah, I'm just really deciding if I need to take it on the Exarch first because I can't.
You can't, yeah. There's no decision here.
There's no
Just hit
decision.
some 4s. Where's the Brad that I know?
I don't know, but
Just hit
all
some
of them,
4s.
all of them died.
Power ran out yesterday, and then now he was unstoppable 4s now.
All right, I'm gonna have to pass 2 morales. That's gonna be fun.
And then over there, let's do some shots from the Invictor.
Yeah.
So
you're
we'll
gonna
do
shoot him into these bikes here.
Frag Storm.
They are heavy.
So 4
minus 2. Right?
Minus 2s.
Okay.
So hitting on, you're not minus to hit?
No, nothing there.
Okay, so minus, so hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1 of them. And wounding on 4s.
4, these are minus 2 now because of the Shadowseer Doctrine.
And rerolling 1 of those.
So 3 minus 2s.
They're 1 damage each?
1 damage each.
3 minus 2s, 1 damage each. Yeah, I mean, we go on the Exarch here. No brainer. 3 ups. Make them all.
Okay.
Okay, is that it? So I gotta take morale on these warp spiders and cross my fingers they don't die?
So he needs a 4 to stay alive. 4 or less.
So this will be the red
Which
one.
is this one? The red one?
Actually,
2.
Yeah.
He's good. And the white one.
You gotta spend a CP to keep him alive.
It takes you down to 6 CP?
I have to.
I think it's
5 CP.
relevant.
I think it's relevant as well, even though it's only a single warp spider. Gets with the
He
2.
makes it. He's alive.
But forces me to spend a CP, so it's a win. All right.
Oh, sorry, one more shot.
Oh, yeah, what do you got?
Vindicare probably.
One calls.
All right, so we had to go back. We found a mistake during the shooting phase. The Thunderfire Cannon was out of range of the second Warp Spider unit, so he elected to just shoot and kill that final unit. He definitely did enough wounds, so that ended up saving Brad that CP. He wouldn't have had to re-roll it for the morale, so we refunded his CP, killed 1 unit. The other one was still fresh.
No one's perfect. We're all learning.
We got it right. So now we've got all the movement. That unit, 1 unit of Warp Spiders has jumped all the way across the board here. We've moved some guys up here to deal with these Invictors. We got some spells got off. We had Executioner and Smite, so we killed 3 guys there. The Warlock got Quickening off. He actually perilled, so he had to re-roll it with a command point, but he was able to still get that power off, so those spears
They jumped over here.
jumped all the way over here. Going to take care of that Thunderfire Cannon.
If you've seen any of the other battle reports, you know how much I love hunting Thunderfire Cannons.
He does.
That's my job.
He does. Over here, we just did a smite, killed a guy, and then these guys moved up.
And the True Master's still in here. The Solitar came out of this one, though, and he's just here just in case I need help here. The plan, though, just so you know, Thomas, is to shoot these guys here, charge these guys, and then after I attack with them to use my 2 CP to end up safe back here again so that they just stay alive another turn, essentially.
Yep.
Very unlike my play style, right? Usually I'm across the board, but I don't think I can deal with that tank with them turn 1, so I got to play a little cagey. We'll kind of see how it goes. And because he has to get these objectives, he's forcing me to play back a little bit.
Stay back, that's right.
So yeah, ready to shoot?
All right, yeah. Let's jump into shooting. So what's shooting first?
Let's do the Death Jester that's inside here. And he'll shoot at this squad here. Basically, I just want to move his movement down a little bit is what I'm going for here. And then we'll do the guns from the vehicle into these 2 guys right here.
All right, and we got line of sight through this terrain at those guys. Is that right?
I got this guy right here on the end. That is obscuring, but I should have that guy on the end there. If you want to double check.
Yep, he could just get us toe on them.
And they're both -1 to hit, correct?
Correct.
So they're both -1 to hit. So here's the Death Jester. So I'm gonna need 3s on this.
So he hits them. So I don't even know if you have to hit them with the Death Jester's gun to make them.
You just have to hit. So you just hit. So you can't shoot Overwatch with them, and you're -2 inches to your movement. And then I'm strength 6. So looking for 3s. So just 2, it's -1 AP. That's all it is.
So 3 ups.
You didn't care about minus AP.
Yeah, you ignore it.
Failed 1.
Cool.
1 wound.
And
Just 1
then
damage.
6 up.
just
feeling
1
pain.
damage, yeah. 6 up.
Good.
So that's the bubble from one of those guys, right? So he's got 6 up feeling pain in that bubble. And then the vehicle, I'll try to roll over here for you guys, into those 2 guys that are over there. I'm going to be looking for 3s here. 4s because they're -1.
Yep.
Oops, that was a 4. I kicked it. And
they're -1 because they pop smoke.
yeah, they pop smoke. And then I need 3s on this. So just 2. No IP or anything. They good. They Gucci. All right.
And I believe they had light cover, so you too.
Yeah, so like this guy can't shoot. Oh yeah, I guess I could
Oh,
shoot
yeah.
these guys right in front of me. So it's kind of risky, but I think I'm just gonna have to whittle him down. I'm not gonna fully kill these guys at all. So this vehicle here will shoot at these guys, and then we'll see if I need to shoot the guys inside. Just gonna try to whittle them down. I need those guys to stay alive, but it's a little cocked. They're not -1 because they shot, and then I need 3s. So you got 1 at -3 and 2 no AP.
6 up. Nope. And then 2.
2,
Yep,
3 ups.
2 3 ups.
So 1 wound.
1 wound.
1 wound. All right, we'll do the guys inside. We'll do their pistols. Because why not?
Round pistols. Straight 4. 1 rend and
1 rend, 1 normal, and then the Troupe Master's pistol just to get it out of the way. So 2 normals.
6
oh, yeah,
up.
no, you're right.
Fails it, dies.
And then just 1 normal.
1 more.
1
Mhm.
regular.
Good.
He's good. All right. I guess we'll shoot the.
You gonna use your leadership gun?
Yeah, why not?
The gun that never does anything?
The gun that never does anything. So I need a 2. Yay. And then what's your leadership on those guys? 8?
8. Gotta equal it.
This gun, if the one day this gun ever does anything will be the day that I have no idea.
You win
But
the internet.
it does nothing. Okay, so these bikes are gonna shoot into there.
In the back.
So D6 shots on these guys. Let's hope we get some good rolls here. That is not the worst, not the best. Kind of offset each other. So we're going at 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So like I said, that's about average. That's what we've been seeing us get is in between 17 and 21. So again, that's kind of what you can expect with these bikes.
Is it 1 damage outside of the
Yeah.
whirlwind gun?
Yeah.
So I will actually use a CP since it's a 1 damage characteristic
Yep.
to give him +1 save because they're not minus, are they?
They're minus
They're
one.
-1.
Because
And-
I had to-
minus one.
I had to have.
And he's T what? He's toughness what?
T6.
So
So
I
he's
didn't
six,
advance.
I
I
need
did not
fives.
advance. He's tough 6, so it'd be wound on 5s, and I'd have 2 up save to everything that's not immortal.
Got it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll go ahead and pop that
Okay.
to make you have to try to.
5.
Shoot other stuff at him.
To wound. Oh, hit first.
Hits, so I need
That's
3s.
1 AP. Of course, that's
And I gotta reroll
come down
these.
7.
That's pretty good hits for these guys.
So straight 4. So look at the 5s, and then mortals are on
4s,
4+.
5s, and 6s. Okay. It's actually not bad. That's a lot of 6s. So yeah, you're going to have 2, 4, 6 saves, and then we're going to have 3 plus
So 7 mortals.
10 mortals.
10 mortals. So
Six.
Because these are D3.
Okay.
So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10
Okay.
mortals, and then
6 regular saves.
6
2 ups.
6 2-ups.
Saves the 2 up.
Boss status right there.
So then you take
So he is down to 3.
Down to 3.
And it was 10 wounds, 10 mortals?
10 more.
10 mortals. Yeah.
He's down to 3.
Which is what I expect. I average 7 to 9, I would say, is typically what I say
Yeah,
happens with
one
those
for the
guys.
5 up to get mortals, right? Armor of Contempt. That's a Space Marine.
Isn't that Dreadnought on? No, it's vehicle.
It's a vehicle.
Yeah,
So you wanna do
absolutely.
it?
Yeah.
Alright.
Do it.
It's 2,
It's 1.
1. So yeah, I'm down to 6.
So
So
10,
So
5
take
ups.
Because if I have to force you to deal with him for another turn, that is much better. So I saved 4.
So
Wow.
take 6.
That makes a difference.
So
So I took 6 damage. I'm at 7.
Woo!
look at that.
I needed the lower number there. Yeah. So my Farseer over there is going to shoot some pop shots into those two guys. Well, that guy's doomed, so yeah, we're just going to try to plink away stuff. So we're going to go into the Invictus. So looking for 2s and looking for 4s, 5s, re-rolling because of Doom. So 1 at -3, 1 2 up.
So 1 damage.
Because the clowns don't get
The clowns don't get Doom. Yeah.
So I am
It's super broken.
-3 + 1 because it's 1 damage.
Yeah,
so
it's just
-2.
-2.
So
Five
I have
ups.
5 up. This is the 5 up
and then a 2 up.
and a 2 up.
It takes 1.
Okay, the Warlock will do the same thing. Looking for 3s to hit. And looking for 5s, re-rolling. Really need some 6s out of these guns. There we go.
So 1 2 up and 2 5 ups.
So 5 ups. 2 up.
So
Takes 2 more. He's at
2
4.
more. He's at 4.
now the 4.
Mm.
Sturdy.
Yeah, I got to shoot everything from the spears into him. So we'll do the bottom guns first. There's 3 spears there. And we'll do the
So it's 6 shots.
lances.
Okay. This is the little guns.
The little guns.
Aren't they assault 2?
So there's 2 on each.
Oh.
4 shots each.
Okay.
Yep.
It's a twin.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
twin. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a twin. So it is. Of course, it's 4 shots.
I think I would have got called out too with all the battle reports if this was absolutely wrong. So I need 5s re-rolling because of Doom on these. So that's not bad. So you're gonna have 3 Rens, 3 normals.
So 3 Rens. 5 ups. Nope. He dies.
You
he's
got
got
1
one
left,
left.
and then 2 ups.
No whammy. Still
And-
alive.
and
but
then
he's
I've got
still
my
the big
spears.
guns,
So 3 spears. I'll hit.
Strength
And-
6.
Oops,
Sorry, it's fine.
Sorry.
4s with the reroll.
4s. So you got 2 at -4.
These are multi-damage.
And they're multi-damage, so they'll go
And
straight
those-
through.
So
you.
6s.
No,
No, -4, no save.
Yeah, no save. Yeah, so they go straight through. So
Don't blow up.
Do they have
Okay.
an auto blow up strat?
They do not.
they do not. So that guy will get picked up. So now we'll do the spears over there that are in the corner by the Thunderfire. I'm not going to run the camera over there and make you guys throw up. So I've got 6 spears over there. Can any of them target that gunner? You want to let me know if any of them can shoot him instead of...
One guy can.
So 1 guy can shoot the gunner. Okay, so we'll do the 1 guy into the gunner and we'll do the other 5 into the Thunderfire. 1 guy, bottom guns into the gunner. And I need T4?
T4.
T4? So 4s. So 1, no IP. And then I got my spear on that guy.
Good.
Good.
And then a spear hits. Does not
Not
wound.
wound.
Needs 3s. Okay, and then into the Thunderfire, we've got 5 guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thomas, do you mind? I do kind of like this box, though. I like throwing my stuff against the sides.
It's got a good feel.
Yeah. It makes a nice sound, and I like that. And then I'm looking for...
Yeah, tough 6. You need 5.
Any 5s? So 1, 2. Just grab these out here.
So
2 Rens,
2 Rens
4
and 4
normals.
At 4 up armor, so no save on those.
Right.
Reds.
No, -3.
-3.
So on the
Because this is just the bottom gun.
Thunderfire Cannon, so it's got 2 ups there.
Okay.
So 6 ups on, or 5 ups.
5 ups. Yep.
Save 1.
Yep. So takes 1, and then you got 4 ups.
Or 2 ups.
2 ups. Sorry, I don't know why I said 4s.
So he's taking 2.
Okay.
2
and
wounds. He's
then
got 2
the
left.
Spears into the Thunderfire. Oh, no.
3s and then strength 6, tough 4, or tough 6.
Oh,
No wounds.
Big whiff right there.
Uh-oh.
Big whiff.
You made up for it on the
Yeah.
Invictor.
Yeah. I mean, I'll charge them, so it's not the end of the world, but it would have been nice. Okay. Shooting, that's everything that is
It makes
shooting.
no sense to overwatch that unit, I imagine. Because the Thunderfire can't overwatch, can it?
It can Overwatch, yeah.
So we'll do charges and come back so we don't have to do.
You'll get
this.
blasts. You'll get 12 shots on it because it's over 5. So we'll come back when he decides what's he gonna do for
Well, I'll learn
Overwatch.
once you beat Overwatch.
All right, so we made the combat here. He charged both the Thunderfire Cannon and the character?
No, I just piled into the Thunderfire.
So they've piled in. So they're going to swing. He just charged the character because you don't want to risk the 12 shots from the Overwatch. We'll come back to the swings in a minute. Both the character and the Shinning Spears charged these two infiltrators. The bikes rolled snake eyes on their charge, but it was just enough to make it. So one guy can make it into combat. The Solitar rolled 3 inches on his charge, but still was able to make it. And then he charged that clown car up to get positioning for next turn to protect some characters. So we'll come back after the swings and see what's left. All right, the big surprise of the combat phase, the clown swinging, that charge, not making the charge really hurt because they didn't really get to swing with all the bikes. We thought the Solitar could just mop them up, but he's only -1 on his rows. Mm-hmm. And guess what? Salamanders just don't care about -1, so they took a wound. And then they actually punched him back, and he took a wound. So not great. That's going to actually score Max some good points in the secondary and on the primary, actually holding that objective. Over here, we saw the character died. The Thunderfire Cannon is gone. These guys got mopped up by all of these guys, so you can see the spears kind of hanging out. So that's the end of Brad's turn 1. We'll jump to Mac's turn 2, and then we'll see what the score is. Yes, top of 2. So we're back. The infiltrators have moved away from the Solitar. The Solitar is kind of just like, I'm just kind of in the terrain, invisible to be shot.
Oops.
That's not great.
And that was detrimental because that ended up allowing him to get his 5 for the primary and 2 for secondary. So unfortunately, I should have just taken the troops out of there, confirmed that kill, got OBSEC on it.
That's right.
And
he
it
needs
didn't happen.
2 objectives to get the primary, and so that was his second objective to get the 5 points.
Yep.
But that now does let him be seen by the assassin, so that's going to be tough. We'll see if the Vindicare can pop him.
He might. I guess it's true line of sight, so we'll see.
Let's see. So the Eradicators came in from the side.
I can see his little blade.
The aggressors kind of came in his deployment zone. I think he's got some stratagems that are going to really juice those guys up.
Yep.
He cast some spells. Fire Shield.
Fire Shield went off. Drakeskin did not.
Drakeskin did not go up. But Fire Shield on his Repullsor. And that's it. And Terminator's Deep Stroke right here. Mm-hmm. Right in the midst.
Mm-hmm. So the infiltrators are going to pop smoke over there.
Popping smoke. Yep.
You guys are coming to play.
And let's do...
These guys pop some smoke.
Pop some smoke.
So you're going to start off with the aggressors, is what you said?
No, let's do these
Something
guys
else.
since they're a little easier.
Okay.
So I've got 4 of them in rapid and 6 of them out of rapid.
Okay.
So that's 8 shots plus 6. So we're at 14.
Cool. So it's going to shoot them into the spears over there. Is there any minus on these guns at all?
-2. We're in tactical.
-2. We're in tactical.
And there's a chapter master and a lieutenant there. So we're hitting on 3s.
Space Marine in there, reroll.
Pretty good. Pretty good. And we are wounding on 4s, rerolling 1s and 1. So let's reroll our 1s and 1, and we'll pull the 2.
Mm-hmm.
So that many. 4, 8, 10, -2s.
These are 4s?
That's a 3. You're right, I apologize.
Oh, okay.
So 8. 8 -2s.
8 -2s. All right, Sir Exarch, it's your turn. Time to shine.
Taking some 3-ups.
Let's see if we can do this. If we want to stay in the thing.
So far, this is what he did to me. He took a whole Leviathan round of shooting and just I lost
17.
He's
good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Exarch.
I played Mac in a tournament. He did it to me, so
I did
it's
it on
just
the
time.
2-up.
Yeah, he did it on 2-ups though, so it's just
Fair
time.
is fair.
Memories are long around here.
So let's do the Executioner.
Yeah.
He is going to go Frag Storms here. We're going to do the Icarus Iron Hail here. We're going to do the Iron Hail here. The Heavy Bolter and the Onslaught here. And we're going to do the main gun into that unit because now you got to put it on the Exarch.
Yep.
So
Trixie.
I moved under half.
You want to do the Exarch first because that's the easiest thing to remember.
Because then I have to pick up 1,000 dice. So 4 shots. Hitting on 3s, rerolling. Didn't even need Chapter Mastery.
10, choose the wound.
So 4 saves at minus 63.
Kill them all.
Minus 63.
65, it doesn't matter. It's minus 4.
It's D3. It's D3 damage.
It's
though?
minimum 3. So
Minimum
D6.
3.
it's D6 damage. So
Okay,
he
so I
fell
have
when he
so
died.
I have to do this.
The one, is he going to command point it?
Heck yeah, I'm command pointing it. What do you think I am?
Exarch is his friend.
Get that out of here.
Oh, he should have rolled it again. The Exarch is down and a CP.
And then the last guy's good.
6.
And then we'll come back with the million shots for
Yeah.
the rest of them.
Sounds good.
The aggressors elected to not shoot twice, but these guys made a number of saves, and so one Exarch is still alive, but he did come out of the repulsor, so he's able to charge. So he'll probably mop him up. He's already on the objective anyways. The Exarch took the big gun, we saw that, and he died. A couple random shots from a character killed another bike. These guys are gearing up for a charge. We're going to see where they're going to try to go. These Eradicators dropped the double shots on that clown car, was able to kill it. One guy died in the explosion, so they fell out right there. All right, sir. So where are the charges going to be?
Most important one, the aggressors to get on the objective.
Aggressors coming in hot. Not going to Overwatch.
That's more than enough.
They make a 7-inch, so they're coming in. So we'll move those guys in a second. And then
Over here,
on to the clowns.
charging the unit.
Eradicators.
They got out closer, so I need a 5. Still Space Marines.
They're going 10. They're motivated. They want to come and do some work.
The Terminators onto the clown car of doom. So
This
we
one
got
or
a 9?
into the over here?
Into the
Into this one here. Okay. So 9. Oh, yes, the box cars. They're coming in hot.
That's a. I'm sorry.
The double drakes. It's going all Salamander's way.
Yeah, this turn has been kind of.
Brad's not used to getting manhandled like that. He's been playing me all week. So look at all this. Holy
Honestly,
moly.
I don't even care about the stuff dying. All I care about is that I didn't do this correctly. If I did this, because he would have no points then.
He's still
I
struggling.
literally gave him his points.
He's still struggling. And then there's where's the Solitar at? Did he get sniped
He
out?
got sniped.
Oh, I missed it. I missed the Solitar getting sniped. Vindicare, did you get your command point for sniping him out?
Yeah, he's a character. So it's 0 CP.
Yes.
And was he a warlord?
No.
He's not the warlord.
So I get 1 CP.
So the Vindicare, we were like, should have took the Calidus because he only had 6. And we were like, no, Vindicare. I want to try it. And then Vindicare doing work.
And I've been talking bad about him the entire time.
He's been talking smack. Like, normally Vindicare, you need to like pep talk him up because he always underperforms. So it looks like we had obscuring terrain here.
Yeah.
Blocked one of the guys, so he spent a command point to shoot again. So that shouldn't have happened.
Should have checked. Does anyone know how many
From the
base
assassin.
attacks Eradicators have?
they are
No idea.
3 attacks, I believe.
Okay, so figured it out. They have 2 attacks base. Sergeant has 3.
Okay.
So hitting 3s. Rerolling 1 for Salamander. And wounding on their strength 5, so 3s.
Yep.
And reroll. Wow.
2 4-ups.
2 attacks piece. 2 attacks and then 1 for the charge. So 3, 6, 9, 12.
Do they all have hammers?
16. They all have hammers. 4s. Reroll 1 of them. So it hits. And these are strength 8, so 3s.
Yep.
And reroll 1 of them. So
5.
5. At minus 3.
5 4-ups. Fail 1.
Should have done the double damage strat.
That would have got him.
That's
So
all.
flat 3, right?
Yeah.
3. Well, so here's the thing, and this is what a lot of people understand. It's actually a good thing you didn't kill it, because then I would have got my obsec, and I would be getting.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So you're putting me off of getting any primary by doing that.
Fair
So
enough.
it is way better that you don't kill it. So that actually went super in your favor. I was like, yes, kill it because I want to come out.
These are the
Yeah, aggressors into the single warp spider.
With 3
Probably
rolls.
super dead. If he lives this, we need to check my dice.
I can roll all ones. But I can re-roll them. No, that's one. So, 4, 8, 10.
He's dead. Alright,
Send him
he
into
dies,
hyperspace.
and then swinging back with my vehicle. Nothing. Swinging back with the clowns over here. Clowns, clowns, clowns. 35?
Yeah.
So I need 5s. I'm not in my reroll range. 2, 3. Minus.
So -1, don't care. 3 ups. We're good.
Yep.
I won combat.
All right. We are back. This is the bottom of Brad's turn 2. He did not score any primary points. Mac was able to get him off, or he had to have 2 objectives. Those Terminators not killing that tank kept those clowns inside. Their objectives secure. They couldn't get the objective. So Brad's now got to deal with these Terminators. He's come out. He's cast a lot of smite. He's whittled those guys down to 2 Terminators. He's gearing up here to take care of those guys. These guys are still in combat here. We have another clown card move up on the Eradicators. And then what happened over here on these aggressors?
Well, and these guys are going to be doing my action.
Oh, so they're
For
doing
the-
his
for the, not
the
in-
deployment
for the
scramblers.
For the middle, for like because that should be 10 inches outside of my deployment.
Are they within 3 inches? Oh no, so yeah, that doesn't.
That one doesn't matter.
So you have to be totally outside of your deployment?
Should have.
He's got to be outside of 6 of your deployment. So we'll come back to see if he can actually do that action. And then you flew this guy over here to contest that because there's only one guy in range. And yeah, so we'll be back to check that action if you can perform it, and then we'll be back for shooting. All right, so we looked it up. Deploy Scrambler says wholly within, so you got to be wholly within either your deployment zone or 6 inches away into the no man's land. So he cannot perform the action with this unit of clowns. And we did look here, and he meant to move those guys out of combat so he can still shoot all the guys. Clowns can fall back and still shoot and charge back in, so they're going to do that. So who's going first?
Let's just throw over here because it's the obvious. It's the easiest thing. So we'll do the 3 pistols, and then we'll do the Troupe Master after that.
1 hit.
Nothing, and the Troupe Master's pistol.
Hits.
Oh my goodness.
Strong.
And then we'll do the vehicle into them.
And strength 6. Tough 5. 2 armor saves.
Yep, 2 armor
no
saves.
negatives. And takes
That
a
is light cover?
if
For
you're
shooting through it?
no, you have to.
I have to be in it.
area terrain. You have to
Yep.
be in it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it takes 1.
Takes a bit.
All right, that's all those guys are going to have. Let's go ahead and throw these pistols here into them.
-1.
Nice one because they pop smoke.
4s.
2 hits.
And
2. They are in cover, so they are good to go.
And then we'll shoot the bikes at them. Do the spears first.
2 hits.
2 wounds, -4.
-4, so 6
6
ups.
Nope.
No saves. These are 2 damage each, so that's going to kill the wounded guy and take one of his friends.
And then the bottom guns. 4s. Pretty good hits right there.
4 is the wound.
That's pretty good.
Yep, so this is
1 and -3, and 5 2-ups.
So 5 up. Fails it.
and then
5 2s, give me 1-1.
1-1 to kill the last guy.
Nope.
No. You did not get any. So the guy is wounded with 1 wound.
Okay. Let's go ahead and shoot.
Leave the guy that's on the objective.
It's fine.
There was one guy that
Well,
was within.
here we go. The one time. Ooh. I'm gonna wait.
I'm scared.
I'm gonna wait for him because I might need him to do Terminators. So we'll see. So we'll do the 5 pistols over there into the Terminators.
Okay.
No minuses on them or anything, right?
No.
So 3, And then I need
Tough 4.
5, 6s. 1.
1 armor.
Oh, they're tough 4?
Tough 4.
Oh, okay.
There's
So
2 armor
2 armor
saves.
saves.
So
1.
I failed one. I'll burn a CP.
Okay.
CP in it.
So I'm down to 7.
All right.
Seems
And then
okay.
we'll do the Farseer. And we'll do the Warlock after that. Farseer.
Hitting on 2s. 4s.
1.
1.
And the Warlock.
Hitting on 3s. 4s. 2 Wrens, so invulnerable saves.
They're good.
Makes them all.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do the Shadowseer's thing into this one guy here.
Does he need a C? Oh, he can see.
Mhm.
Okay. The leadership.
So I need to hit first.
Is he a Sarge?
He hits. What's his leadership? 8?
9.
9? Okay, I need this to work
This
one
guy's
time.
guy?
No, he's an 8. I thought you were shooting a Terminator.
No, that guy.
Oh!
It does D3 mortals for once in its life!
He won the internet. It goes. It
3.
only has one.
If
left.
only that was on the Terminators. If only that was on. So, but what I was thinking is like I didn't want to charge these guys because I don't want them to get shot at, right?
They'll be in the cover.
Right. So I have them positioned to be outside the cover.
Yeah.
To just kind of hold there for another turn.
And then we talk about like
Stay
so
safe.
this outline here is the minus. If you're inside the edge
Right.
drawn here, that counts as being in terrain. We didn't have a base for this particular
Yeah.
ruin.
So we're just.
So he's
eyeballing.
outside of the obscured for now. That's good.
So this guy can't shoot at all because he fell back. The spear over there is going to pop some shots into,
Can't shoot fall back with fly anymore.
into the aggressors.
The lone spear. There's always one spear causing
And I'm
problems.
assuming that the Death Jester inside can't shoot either because from what I know, whatever's inside is affected by what the
by
transport
what the
is.
transport does. It's interesting. Yeah.
So we're going to do this over here.
So is only a Death Jester in there, or are there troops?
Only
in
the Death Jester. So the idea for that is it blows up. He can come out right behind this wall where you can't see him, and I still hold the objective, but he can't get shot.
If you don't roll a 1, yes.
If I don't roll a 1, yes. I guess I should save a. Yeah, you can't
Can't
reroll
reroll
that.
it.
They're T5, right?
Yep.
And then the spear hits 3. That looks like a wound.
Wounds.
-4.
1 minus 4 out in the open, so takes 2 wounds.
That's all he can do. And then yeah, we've got these bikes here. So I'm shooting at the Terminators with them. Obviously, we're gonna
Can they all see?
Yeah.
Based on the line of sight from that ruin.
Yeah, I got that last guy there. The bases are all the way to here.
Got it. Big
So,
clown bases save the day.
4, 6 giants. See how many shots we get.
Is it -1?
It is -1. So, all right. So the clowns have shot all of their shots. He did 3 wounds. They're -1, but he ignores it. So looking for 2 ups, and he makes them all. Terminators are gonna have to be charged. Brad really doesn't want to charge. He does control that objective because he's objective secured, so he doesn't have to.
Mm-hmm.
But it is leaving those guys to run around the countryside, so he doesn't necessarily want that either. So, what's it gonna be? Need time to ponder? Are you gonna?
Yeah, so I gotta think really quick.
All right, so we'll be back when he makes his decision.
I think I.
All right, so Brad opted to charge, so he made his charge with his clown bikes, and then the troops also made it in, so we can see if we're going to get those Terminators. And then on this side, he's going to charge these troops into the Eradicators. We're going to, Max is going to go ahead and overwatch, and basically they get to shoot twice when they're elected to shoot. If he shoots all melted guns, so he's going to shoot his guns. And the way you do the shooting phase, he gets to use his
What are the chances of that?
3
The
6s.
hell?
The Sting freaking
Moving
reroll.
on 2s.
They're melted guns. Everyone knows.
So 3 at -4.
3 4-ups. He only makes 1 of them. And then he gets to do it again. Rerolling 1.
Nah.
Oh, so 2 clowns down in the carnage. Melted to the face.
All right, those guys going in, and then the Troop Master going in.
Both of them going in. Can they kill some Eradicators?
Okay. How much CP do you have?
6.
Okay.
And is that it? Are we ready to fight?
Yeah.
All right. Who's swinging first over here? Clowns or bikes?
I mean, all clowns.
Foot clowns? Yeah, that.
Foot clowns or riding clowns?
40, 20, 2 damage. Just make more sense to go first.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, yeah.
I think ideally you want to try to leave a pocket so like those guys can maybe consolidate within 6.
Yeah.
I don't know if they can do it because the clowns will have to move.
So yeah, I have to swing over there first. So, yeah.
All right, so we got 6 clown bikes, hitting on 3s with no rerolls, and winning on 4s. -2. -2, 2 damage.
Should, hopefully.
He's got that trap though, doesn't he?
It only has to be 1 damage.
Oh yeah. So strength 4.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's real good.
Looks like 7. 7 invols. 2 damage each. Matt says you should get them.
What?
It is 3-ups.
I've seen myself make way more than this, so I trust he makes these.
No, he gets them.
Yep, then we kill them all.
Yep. Even if your CP
Well
doesn't matter.
done. So we'll consolidate those guys, and they'll leave the clowns to do their piling and consolidate. We'll come back to that.
Do you want to interrupt it all over here?
Eradicators, are they interrupting? There is only 1 clown there, or a boss clown.
So it's turn 2. 7 attacks from the Troupe Master.
Wounds on infantry on 2s, not vehicles.
No, I don't have that on.
You didn't take it? This is winning with batter.
He has full rerolls for wounds. So he's rerolling all wounds, and he is.
So
It's
he's
better
strength
for him.
5. He's going to need 4s of wounds. So hitting on 2s. Look at that. 3 misses. Strength 5 4s. And re-rolling. 2 minus
3s.
3s that are flat 2
2.
damage.
So 6s.
6s.
So wounded guy.
I saw that. 6.
I saw that too.
And that goes 3.
And he dies.
Goes through, so.
And
There's only 2 of them.
There's only 2.
So put that one guy back with 1 wound.
And then the other clown right there. Oof, that's not good.
And he's strength 4 minus 1. Reroll because of the clown boss. He misses with City.
Now it is unfortunate we piled in over there.
Yeah, we'll come back to the pilots.
Yep.
All right, so the remaining eradicators are going to fight back. Who are they
Let's
swinging on?
put everything into the clown boy.
The lone clown boy.
The 1 fruit.
Okay.
Hitting on 3s. Salamander. And wounded on 3s.
There you go.
Oh, man.
So 6.
6. 4 ups.
Okay.
Clown down. And then going back over here just to see how he did the consolidation. He piled in with the clowns and then consolidated with the bikes up to kind of leave a little gap here. These guys had to move closer to the enemy, but he was able to string a guy back to that Solitar to get within 6, so that gives him the bubble of -1 to wound and -6 inches to shooting. And he's still within 3 inches of these characters, so trying to protect them as well. So that's the end of Brad's turn 2. Let's go on to turn 3 and count up the score. Scored 5 points for the primary. They only had 2 objectives, so pretty low scoring on the primary. He's moved up these guys into the terrain here. Some of them are inside of this piece of terrain, so they could shoot up, but they're actually still out of range. So they'll probably just shoot here and nuke that guy. These guys are going to move up into this ruin, so the guys that are in, it's per model, can shoot through it. The guys that are out, it still counts as obscuring, so only 7 of the guys can really see where he wants to shoot at those clown bikes. And possibly the clowns. And then the eradicators fell back from combat. They were not able to move close enough to that objective. But he's still holding court down there with his Repullsor Executioner, ready to drop some hammers. I think you can just see some clown bikes as well on the other side of that piece of terrain.
Yep, I'll start with.
Let's start with the fun one. I chose to stay in the tactical.
And also from a psychic phase, he's staying in tactical. He got fire shield off on that unit of intercessors, but he did not get Drake skin again. He failed it again. They just don't want to have the skin up. But all right, firing.
Let's start with Vindicare into the Warlock.
Oh, what's the kick?
Hits.
We've done it too.
Ooh, let's choose a CP to re-roll that.
That's alright, that's a CP in the shooting phase, I guess.
Wounds.
He wounds him, so
-3, no invuln.
Yep.
does
D3,
2
only
damage.
2. He's still alive, but can he roll 3 or plus to kill him? He does.
So
That'll net him some command point.
he is not a
Killing
warlord.
a character.
Nope.
So go to 7, and then I burn another one to shoot again, and we'll shoot at the Farseer.
Farseer.
Uh,
He misses.
Hang on, that's obscuring guys again.
Or can I not shoot him?
Oh, he can't see him. That's right. Obscuring here.
So then there
Warlock.
are any other
Yeah,
characters
Warlock
I can
is
shoot at then.
Nothing. This is obscuring.
Right. It looks
yeah,
so
that-
open.
Yeah.
But when
Save
you
your CP again.
But yeah, I'll hold on to CP again.
when you get the laser out, like, man, was that Warlock even available? Like, I think his base was just there.
Yeah, he was.
But man, look at that.
I should have shot
Tricky.
that way.
Yeah, and then here. He should have just moved.
That's on me.
All right.
So he'll save the CP and not you.
Yep.
So then let's do the aggressors are going to shoot into the lone bikeman.
Oh no.
I don't think we need to roll this.
I
Oh,
get
no.
13 extra shots.
Here, let me just roll this real quick. 4 up.
That many.
He's dead.
Okay, works for me.
Shining Spear down.
Now, if I made all of them.
Then I make you roll again.
He's got to stop this tape and go home.
All right, let's do the repulsor.
Yeah.
We're going to shoot into the bikes.
Everything.
Everything.
They're bikes, so they're -1 to hit.
Yep.
Clown bikes natively.
I am within 24, but I'm out of 18. So frag storms miss.
Okay.
And there's nothing within 18 of him to shoot with that.
Mm-hmm.
They are tough 4.
Tough 4.
Tough 4.
Are they -1 to wound with the ability?
No, I would need 2 CP to do that. I do
Doesn't
not
have
have
enough
it.
GP to pop the -1 to wound.
So I will give him +1 to wound with Crucible of Battle.
Salamanders. Spinning strats. Veterans of their own.
So
All right. We're going to roll all that and we'll come back to see what happens because it's a lot of dice.
1 or 2.
So after the bullets and the dust has settled, with a 3-up invulnerable save on the bikes, he had a stratagem in his turn. He's got 2 bikes left, and then a third one with 1 wound. These intercessors are going to pop 3 command points, 2 so they can bolt storm and double tap with their shots, intercessor shots. I can't even think of the name. The rapid fire, their bolt guns, and then they're going to count 1 for being stationary. So 6 can see the clown bikes.
And the other 4 are going into
And the other 4 are going to shoot over here at this transport. That's wounded.
24 shots into the bikes.
All right. 24 at -1 to hit. Well, you needed that -1 to wound. That's what you needed.
Yep. Having to spend CP on all that psychic crap that went wrong turn 1 was not ideal.
And hitting or wounding now on 4s.
4s.
Rerolling 1s and 1.
Rerolling 1s for the lieutenant, and then rerolling 1 non-1 for a salamander.
So what is that? 3, 4, 7, 10, 11.
11 3-ups. And the bike's still out. That kills a bike and a wounded bike. So 1 bike left alive. Does it matter which one?
No.
Take this one. So 1 bike fresh, and then the 4 remaining guys at the 3 wound clown car.
Is that minus to hit?
It is also minus to hit.
Yep.
Clown's got all the buffs. And then looking for 5 to wound with the lieutenant reroll and a 1 reroll.
Rerolls 1s to wound, right? Or
Yeah.
Lieutenant's reroll 1s.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. That minus 2.
A 5 to win.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's just like, look at all those 4s in there. 4 ups, and he goes down. He only has 3 wounds left, so
Oh no.
just roll average. Doesn't blow, doesn't really matter.
Oh, I wanted that to be for my Death Jester.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
You guys saying what my rolls are.
He rolled the Death Jester. We kind of talked about it off camera.
Yes.
There's only a Death Jester in there. As long as he doesn't roll a 1 when he dies, he can get out. He's like, I'll just
Blowing
re-roll
up
it.
nose doesn't even matter. Why would I roll to blow up?
So do I get credit for killing
You
a
suck.
character?
I have no idea.
Yeah, it died. I mean,
It's destroyed.
it doesn't count as destroyed. Yeah,
I hate you so much. For this.
I didn't roll it.
You said what it was for. It wasn't even for that.
You can say whatever it's for.
You said it's to blow. You said it's to blow up, so it's to fucking blow up.
Just don't roll it.
It has no reason to even roll the blow up. Oh my god, you're a terrible person.
I take great joy in his misery. Oh, that's terrible. The Death Tester shouldn't be in the ride by himself. Rule number 1: don't stay in the car by yourself. It's not safe. I think that's it, right?
And need a morale on the bikes.
Yeah, they lost 5 bikes. The leadership 8, a 3. It will keep them safe. He rolled a 5. The bike goes down. No way to command point it. No command points left. Well, that's the end of that. Oh, the bikes. So we'll come back and see what Brad's going to do during his turn 3. I have 2, though.
Okay, this is turn 3, the bottom. So, yeah, this is what we're going to try to do. We're going to try to do the mental interrogation here. I'm really lacking on every point of scoring right now. We're just going to try to stay alive here. We're going to do as much mortal wounds and shooting into these guys as possible and see how that goes. These guys are going to be doing the other secondary, and then the next turn I'm going to have to run into my deployment zone and do my last one for them. So I should be able to get those 10 points no matter what. The Troop Master jumped back into the transport. Transport flew up here. This is super important. What's going to happen there is I'm going to charge the assassin, and then I'm going to pile into the tank. Basically, I want to try to take away that shooting so he can't snipe out another character, and his tank can't just keep mowing me over. So there's a lot of stuff that could go wrong there. We'll see how it plays out. So I didn't do my psychic stuff. I should have done that. So we're just going to do that live, and we'll see kind of what happens here. Let's do the mental interrogation first. 6, and if I CP it, I have to reroll both. I can't chance it. I just have to hope he doesn't deny it. Roll your magic dice, sir. Called it. Denied. See? Not worth. The psychic stuff is very, very hard to do, and this one's even harder because you have to be around a character, and his characters are all together, right? If I had the board edge one, I could have flown into that corner. I could have deployed and been over in this corner all game and just been protected. There's a lot of other things to do. So like the character one, I think is one of the hardest ones to really accomplish. So now let's do, we'll do Smite first with the Farseer. I'll use my Ghost Helm. Looks like 9. So for D3, for 3. And then he'll do, yeah, you can try to deny. You got one more deny?
6 up the only thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he only has 1 today.
So 1 dice.
1. And then we'll do the Executioner. Goes off. I gotta do these opposite. That's the second time I would have Super Smite. Only 1. So it's not going to do the second stuff. Not really too many mortal wounds there or enough to really do a whole lot. So yeah, the Farseer is going to go ahead and shoot over into these guys.
I will burn 1 CP to make that unit +1 to the... Well, I'm in light cover anyway.
Yes, you are.
So it wouldn't matter.
I miss everything. The spears into them. Yeah. So I don't know if the spears actually are going to reach. This is as far as I could have moved them. Is there a guy in there? So it looks like...
Yeah, you're a little short.
Yeah, the one guy reaches this one dude in there. That's it. So 1 spear. Not that matters too much.
I am -1 hit.
It was a 5, so
Okay.
you're good. You're good. No, the dense cover. Dense
Fire
cover.
shield.
Oh, okay. I got you. So you just have 1 at -4. So you have cover.
So 6.
Wow. So this is all I could have attempted to do. So I need 4s here because we're -1. This ain't gonna do anything. All we're gonna try to do. So you got 1 at -3 and 1 no AP.
-3, so 5 up.
Yep.
Failed it.
Okay.
No pain. Failed it. So 1 guy dies, and then how many?
Just 1 normal.
He's good.
So out of all that, I pick up 2 guys. Not really enough. So the Vindicator has 5 attacks. I don't.
Vindicator.
I'm sorry, he has 5 wounds.
5 wounds.
I can't. Is he minus to hit or anything like that?
I think to shoot, I don't think melee.
I don't think you melee. No.
But if I shoot him, he's -1 to hit?
Yes.
So I'll be looking
minus
for
2.
fours. -2? Well,
But minus
yeah, so -1. So plinking a couple wounds off of him. What's his save?
4 up invuln.
4 up invuln.
6 up save and a 4 up invuln.
So most likely I'm not going to kill him at all.
He is only minus to hit to range weapons.
So let's see here. I think it's important that I'm not going to kill him, so we're just going to plink away at these guys with the vehicle up there. We'll see if we can do any more damage. And 3s. 2 at -3.
-3.
2 at -3.
Save 1, fail 1. Feel no pain.
Feel no pain.
Fails it.
So just takes that. That's all the shooting that I'm going to have. So charging, let's go ahead and charge the bikes into this front squad here.
I will overwatch because is that defensible? It is.
Yep.
So I will do that, and
Okay.
then I will burn 2 to double the shots. So
That's not just in the shooting phase, it's at any time.
I don't know.
We'll look that up. Here's my roll if it matters. I go 9. We're going to look that up and we'll be back. Alright, so what happened here is the Spears, 2 guys died in Overwatch, which is unfortunate because I probably would have been able to clean up this squad. So I killed up some guys. He fought twice. He killed the Farseer and the Spear. There's really nothing I could have done at that point, so I had to go all in on this and I had to try to do it. Even though I was handing him points with the Farseer, there's just really nothing else I could do at this point because in order for me to even attempt to come back, I had to be risky like that. Successfully up here, I took a couple wounds. He took a couple wounds. I am, touching the tank, so now I'm forcing him to just try to shoot at me with the Vindicator. And then if I do live during that, then the tank has to shoot at me, so that just helps me stay alive a little bit. So we'll see kind of what he can do and what this score ends up being. Those tanks got Obsec. He got Drake skin off on himself. He smited. I was able to deny it, which is good because otherwise I would have taken some wounds up there. He's got these guys moving up here onto this objective. And then he's going to try to put some shots in. And then these guys moved on the objective too. So this is where everything kind of starts to fold, and I'm not able to do anything to hold him off of it.
So Exodus pistol.
Yep, so this is the in combat against the vehicle.
Wounds.
Is it the same thing where you don't get an invuln? Or is it just normal?
That's right. It's exactly like the rifle.
Yeah.
And it's -3.
So no save.
No save.
So D3 damage.
3.
Okay.
3 plus and kill it.
Kills it. That's when you want the blow up to happen. So the guy inside's fine. Where is he? Okay. So now
he can shoot again.
the plan.
Oh,
He doesn't have any CP. But it doesn't matter. I mean, the tank is just going to shoot me and kill me. So
Give the tank of the Eradicators.
that is that. Just put him over here. How about? Okay. So what do you got now?
Over here we've got some bolt
These guys
rifles
over here.
into that unit.
Okay.
I think
How many we got?
probably 4. This
Yep.
guy probably can't.
For sure.
So 4 guys.
Is there any minus on their stuff?
I'm in the
this
assault,
turn?
so it's still -1.
-1. Okay.
So that's 4 guys.
So -1.
They hit. Are you -1 to hit?
No, they're not. They're -1 to wound though. So you're looking for 5 to wound
And reroll 1.
or 4s to wound.
4s, because you're tough 3.
Yep.
So
4, 3,
3 wounds. -1.
3, 4 up in bones. 2 will die. Okay, so 2 of these guys die here. Basically gonna just pull the outsidemost guys. Just in case the tank tries to shoot, but there is obscuring there, so shouldn't be able to be shot there. And the aggressors aren't able to be shooting them either. So those guys should live a little bit to hopefully get me
I think the tank
5
can
points on the
only
primary.
shoot it.
Yeah, I think he's dead. I'll make
I'll
it
just
easy.
shoot the main gun.
Alright, shoot the main gun.
3 hits, 2. There you go, 3 wounds.
3 wounds.
He dies.
He dies. Boom. Good story. He's up to 15 on Assassinate. He maxes that out. Nothing to charge or anything like that, right? That does it?
No charges. Do I roll a 12 on a charge against them? Because you're out of CP, it won't matter. I absolutely do.
Dude, are
Yes,
you...
you can't feel bad about this game at all when you roll like 5-star charges.
12 will
This game
absolutely
doesn't
get
even
you
count.
into combat.
Alright, so these guys are in combat. He's going to be swinging into some Harlequins.
I'll reroll for the Thunderhammer. So 3 hits, 2s. So 3 Thunderhammers.
1 guy dies.
Threes. I used my hit reroll already. And 3s. Did not use my wonder reroll. Doesn't matter. So 4, 8.
There it is. Okay. These guys all die right there. He's going to take the primary away now. So that does it for that. Pretty detrimental. All right, we're going to wrap this up and we'll come back with the post-game. All right, so the end of the game, and what would have happened there is he would have maxed out the primaries with the Salamanders. He would have had Assassinate maxed out. And then for the what is now Recon Engage on all fronts, he would have 14 out of 15 points. And then the mission-specific one, he would have 4. So with the total of 88 points, once you had the paint in there and everything. So he had a really, really good game, and he played it, basically to make me think and not play this army how it's supposed to play. So as frustrating as it is, it goes to show that if you are taking an army that their tactic is to do something, you have to stick to your tactic that you're supposed to do, no matter who you're kind of playing. So because I played so passive, because he had the secondary and I was denying it, I only got 5 primary points all game. Like, that's detrimental. That's insane, right? I made one mistake at the beginning that cost me, getting 15. The Death Jester, which I'm going to blame on Thomas dying coming out of the transport, dying cost me 15 for the primary. So when you start adding that up and then the additional points I gave him, it's a 27, 30 point swing at the end of the day, right? And now you look at that and you bring that 31 that I got. I only scored 31 points this game. You put that up another 27, right? Now you're at 58, and you take that 88 and you subtract 27. Is that how that would work? No.
Probably about 15 points.
So it ends up making a lot of things just different and matter more, right? So now the game becomes in that 50-60 range between both players, and every little point matters in those last couple turns. So, super, super hard. The secondaries I picked were just utter garbage. Absolute utter garbage in my opinion. Mental Interrogation, this is the first time I've tried to do it. It is so hard. And the way that he's able to play cagey with that army, you just deny it. You can't get close to him or you die. It's just way too hard. I will literally never pick that again, ever. Like, there's no reason for me to ever pick that or even try to do it. Engage on all fronts, it's fine. It is what it is. Yes, you have the potential of doing really well. I think you do really well on that if you're winning because you're able to maintain that board control. But if you're on your back foot, you can't stay in that. You're losing units. You can't do it. So I'm still a fan of Linebreaker over that because I could have sacrificed units, got Linebreaker for two turns, and scored 8 points. I could have done it for 3 turns and got 12 points because I'm already going to be throwing units at people. I might as well just score secondaries while I'm doing it.
Well, you can do teleport homers and Linebreaker.
Right, and you could just really start maxing stuff out. So overall, the deploy scramblers, it's fine. You end up getting the 10 points on that. But again, it's a safe secondary. It takes things out of play. I don't know. If there's nothing else to pick, it's something to pick to get 10 guaranteed points. Still not one of my number one choices. And I think that if, it's crazy. And he did a really good job picking the secondary to be on my side, because if he would have picked like Raise the Banners instead, I have literally no reason to stay on my side, right? I put a thing of troops or a transport on my back objectives. I fly everything forward to go and cancel his Raise the Banners. And now he is literally on his back foot, stuck in his deployment. So like 100%, Mac, you outsmarted me. You outplayed me. You made me think the wrong stuff, and I fell for it.
I got insane.
What are your thoughts as far as like how you played, just ninth in general? Like this, what are your thoughts on this game right now?
So when I went into it, I thought, well, I have to try to keep him on his side of the table turn one by picking those secondaries with the infiltrators and the Warsuit. The Warsuit is just enough threat to make you have to kill it, and the two infiltrators, I thought ignoring -1 AP would be really nice. Turned out it was. And it let me get on 2 objectives, which threatens the primary. And I could have maybe threatened a third one with the Warsuit, which I kind of did by moving forward. So it forced him to deal with me. Obviously, I don't want to say you fell for the bait, but because it's not really bait when you have to do something.
Yeah. I needed to just literally ignore it. I need to say, oh, cool story, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just going to fly over you and go kill everything else.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I couldn't see past that. And now I know better.
if I don't have the movement to keep up with you, so you have the movement to really assault my kind of Death Star ball over there with the Repullsor Executioner, which ended up doing work every turn.
Every turn.
I mean, it picks stuff up on the smaller table helps me because I am not so mobile, but everything that comes within 30 inches of that Death Star just pick it up.
Well, and like you had a really good force, like with the Terminators coming in, right? The Terminators are there. Yeah. I'm forced to now keep my bikes that wanted to go after the tank that next turn to sit there and deal with these Terminators. So it's like, and now because I dealt with the Terminators, I'm in the open so I can be shot at. So it just starts to, unfold the plan of, okay, hide, now I can jump out, shoot the tank, charge the tank, jump away. And it's like, no, instead, you're going to come over here, deal with these Terminators, and I'm just going to shoot you off the board.
I got really lucky with the charge roll on the Terminators for sure. But I don't like the Terminators per se in that list, but I needed a deep strike threat, and it's what I had painted, so it's what I went with.
Yeah.
They're not bad. It's just not ideal. I think 2 more Warsuits would have been the ticket because that really is a very credible threat on turn 1 too.
It is. Board control in 9th edition we have learned is how you win. And this is the first, I think this is like the first game I haven't maxed out my primary. Like getting 5 points on the primary, like mind blown.
In the games that I've played, primaries are hard because if you have a unit that can shoot as hard as this can, not much can stand on an objective through this. And that was really my focus, was to clear you off of objectives. I know I wasn't going to score primaries all that well because you were so fast, but kind of my focus was, let's make sure you at least don't get 15 in a primary.
Sure.
And I got kind of lucky on a couple of rolls here, but by and large, Salamanders have a few more tricks than they look like they do. When you just read the codex, it looks interesting, but not, woo, kind of thing. But when you start putting it on the table and see some scenarios happen, it can be better than you think it should. Yeah,
and you have a lot of stratagems that really buff you up and help you and stuff. And, I was worried about the threat of, these other guys can shoot Overwatch and then counter-charge me and stuff. So it's like, you have these threats to help protect you. It's like, do I really want to be getting attacked with, 5 to 7 attacks of a hammer that can be flat 6 damage? No, I really don't. So it's
that one's kind of silly.
It's like, why, it makes, touching your stuff and going in just it makes you question it a lot harder.
Well, it's if you can make your opponent think, typically it's a good thing.
Yeah. Well, hats off to you, man. Good game and everything. Everybody watching, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know in the comments how disappointed you are that I lost and got absolutely raffle stomped, but give some, thumbs up and likes for Mac winning, and we'll see you guys next time.